welcome to the Wii Masters edition brought to you by Deer Park. This is the final day of this tournament. We are on the third day. Our top golfer, Mr. Landon Voss, is here. Last year's unfortunate loser. He lost in an unfortunate and scandal. Let's just jump into the action. We have a lot to cover today. We're going to go down. We have 18 holes of golf left to finish off this tournament. I'm just getting comfortable in my chair here. Mr. Landon Voss, are you there? Are you ready for this interview before we get started today?
Yeah, I'm here, Rico.
Landon, I gotta ask, is last year's defeat still ringing in your mind?
You know what? I'm trying not to focus on last year. You know, it is what it is. It's been 365 days since the old Gator on 17 happened. But you know, it is what it is. And you know, you just try not to look back on it. Today, this is a new day. We got an opportunity to win a championship, and that's what me and my team are focused on.
Right. Now we're not going to see any repeats of last year's scandal, are we?
Sure hope not. But you know, we're just gonna try and go out there and hit the ball straight. And if you can't hit them straight, we're gonna try to. But you know what? If you can't hit them straight, you can't hit them straight. But we're gonna try to hit them straight today.
All right. Well, let's not keep the crowd here waiting. I can see everyone in the background. I would like to remind everybody that this is a golf tournament, so if we could all please be respectful of the golfers and the gophers on the course. And let's go down to the first hole. All right. All right. Landon's getting ready to tee up here. It's a hole. I can't see the par. I'm imagining it's a par 3 hole here. Straight shot, a little bit of wind on the course. Landon looks focused as ever. And now we'll just bring it down to the action. Seems to be a slight gust on the field, on the course today. Maybe easternly? I can't tell. All right. Looks like Landon's using a 3-iron here.
Great shot.
And he smacks it over the pond. Beautiful shot. Off to a strong start today. Strong start today. Very strong. Landon's not letting last year's incident get into his mind. He wants this coat, ladies and gentlemen. What's he picking here? Are we going with a wedge? I think so. That's a good choice. That's a good choice. Wind seems to be holding steady and maybe a southeasterly pattern here. All right. He's teeing up. Let's bring it down for the action. And it looks like he accounted for the wind almost perfectly. Oh, this is going to be hard.
Nice approach.
It was a good shot. Good shot. All right. All Landon has to do is tap it in for the birdie. My mistake, ladies and gentlemen. It was a par 4 course. Focused. This is his first putt since last year's meltdown on the last hole, the last green. Let's see what he's got. And he makes the shot. Oh, incredible. It's as if he didn't miss a beat from last year. All right. After the first hole, the last day of the tournament, we got Landon and Matt tied up. They're both under one. Barry Manilow is even here. That guy from Moana is a +2, and Paul Blart is trying to stay relevant. Is not doing such a hot job today. He's a +5 for the day. Now let's go back down to the action. I think Landon is ready to make this shot. The wind seems to have died down. I think this is it's a par 3, hole, perhaps. Landon's just going off with a wedge here. Interesting choice. Oh, and a beautiful shot. Always a beautiful shot. Wow. Wow.
Nice on.
I would like to remind those in the crowd, please, this is a golf tournament, not a football. Not a football game. Okay, please be respectful in the stands. Small clapping is okay. Last year's events must be burned in Landon's mind. He's making some of the best putting decisions I've seen all weekend long.
Great
And
birdie.
he gets the birdie on a par 3. Oh. This is some of the most amazing golf I've seen yet. This is some of the most amazing golf I've seen yet. All right, we're going to make our way to the next hole here. See, we'll just update Landon's score. He's under 2. All right. This is the hole that's a make or break on this golf course, as many have said. You can see it in his eyes. He wants to make this. So far, has been shooting under 1 on each hole. There's focus. All right, bring it down to the action. Respectable shot, respectable shot. We're on the fairway. All right, looks like he's remaining with the 3-iron out. I'd like to remind you guys is that he is a pro. He knows what he's doing. Sometimes it has to be unorthodox. The wind seems to have picked up in a northerly pattern here, so definitely going to carry the ball a bit on this shot. Landon will not have to strike it as hard. All right. Sometimes you gotta play these ones slow. You can't always rush it right to the green. You can't always rush it there. Landon's playing this perfectly. He's still under 2. He's still under 2. He is going to be needing to play a little bit against the wind here on this. He's going to have to account for that on this shot. And he gets it into the trap. This, ladies and gentlemen, I cannot stress this enough. This is not where you want to be on this hole. But I think Landon can do this. This is almost a repeat of last year. This is almost a repeat of last year. Shot for shot. I can't believe it. And it looks like the wind may have taken that ball a bit. No rollback here. It's okay. We've made it. We've made it onto the green. Let's go down for the putt. All right, Landon's making his shot. Focused. And he comes up just a little bit short. It's all right. He's a professional. He's a professional. All right. So, with our first bogey of the day, Landon Voss scores back down to just 1 under. Let's get a little update on the field here. We got Landon Voss at under 1. Matt, under 2. Taking the lead officially. That guy from Rowena, +1. Barry Manilow, +1. And Paul Blart, still trying to remain relevant, has worked his way down to just over 3. Let's go back down to the field. I do believe Landon is getting ready to make his shot. All right. This is a par 3 hole, I'm assuming. I feel. The wind has shifted a bit. It is a southwestern pattern now. So these golfers are going to have to make sure that they account for that on these shots. And a beautiful shot. The wind's carrying that. He gets it on the fairway. Didn't go as far as he had liked, I think, but that's okay. If he looks like he could just chip it in from here. Just tap it in. All right, Landon lines up for the shot. And a beauty. He gets it on the green, almost through the hole. He's got to be feeling good about these shots right now. He's got to be feeling good. The confidence is there. You can see it when he walks up to the hole. The swagger in the steps, ladies and gentlemen. I cannot begin to explain it. The electricity in the air this early in the game, this early in this round, it's palpable. He lines up for the putt. And he gets it in. First par of the day as well. Remains under 1. Get to the next hole. Ladies and gentlemen, I would just like to remind you all, today's last day of the Wii Masters edition is brought to you by Deer Park. Cannot get more refreshing water than Deer Park. That's what I use to fill up my hydro flask every single day. All right, let's get back to the action. I'm being told Landon is ready to make his shot here. All right, this is now where we're starting to get tricky. This is where last year, this time in the tournament, this is where you did see golfers start to break down. Someone not on the tour this year, Barry, I believe was his name. He's no longer on the tour. He actually had a meltdown on this hole last year. Landon makes a shot. Gets it on the fair, but just off. Landon's got to be feeling rough about that. Looks like he's picking out an iron here. Or a wedge. I'm sorry, my mistake. Looks like he doesn't want to attempt the over the water shot. I don't blame him. He's a professional. He knows the risks and the chances he can take this early on in the game. I don't think it's worth it either. Gets it on the green or on the fairway. Beautiful shot. Beautiful shot. All right. He picks out the iron for this shot. Interesting choice on Landon Voss's part. Will it pay off? Will it pay off? Oh, what a beautiful shot. I tell you. You can see it even after that early blunder. The confidence has returned. Landon's got to be feeling good about that. Get a little rollback here on the ball. Beautiful.
That's it.
All right, Landon break lines up for the putt. It's a very tricky hole, it looks like here. Very tricky hole to get in. If he overshoots it, he runs the risk of going into the water, and it looks like we almost get perfection. Oh. And it looks like Landon will again shoot on par for this hole. His score remains just under one. Just under one. Moving on to the next hole here, hole 6. Remember, we are playing 18 holes of golf today. Landon pulls out the 3-iron for this shot. That's not something we've seen all day today. The wind's moving just a straight east. The direction that he has to shoot is definitely going to provide some challenges here. And he just misses getting on the fairway again here. A little bit in the rough. We've all been there. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, I would also like to remind you all that this golf course is kept beautiful by all the groundskeepers, and they would at least hope to ask that you find a trash receptacle for any food or beverage that you have on the field. I'm just being told by my producer to remind everyone. Landon makes the shot. Looks like he's going to stay on the fairway and back into the green, but he avoids the sand. Couple of tough bounces have not gone Landon's way today, it seems. The wind is in his favor. He's going to make the chip here. Just a nice light chip. And, oh, we did not go all the way, but
Great approach.
his chip game has been on point today. Now we just got an easy putt here. Landon lines up for the shot. And he gets it in the hole. Another par. You know, that's one thing I've always found interesting and quite incredible about Landon Voss here. He is the most consistent player on this field. Ladies and gentlemen, we are bringing it back to the scoreboard here. Oh, nope, I've been told not just yet. We're going to take a quick break here while Landon Voss and others make their way. There's a bit of a trek to the hole. It's a beautiful day on the course here. You know, these golfers have it all in terms of in the playing potential. Last year at this time, we actually did have a tornado come through. All right, we are going back. Landon's ready for his shot. It's a par 4, I imagine. He's got the 1-iron. He really wants to send this ball to Mars. And call this ball Elon Musk because it is going to outer space. Avoids the sand, but he's in the rough. It looks like he did get that bounce to work a little bit in his favor, but it was a rough hit. Where's he going to send it now? Will he send it back onto the fair? It's looking like that's what he's going to choose. For everybody that is just making their way to this hole, please stay behind the tape, the yellow tape, for your safety and the golfer's safety as well as their concentration. It looks like he can get it onto the green with just this one hit. The wind is working against him, though, so he's going to have to account for that in his shot. Beautiful chip onto the green. Will it go all the way? Oh, unfortunately
Great
not.
approach.
All right, he's got a straight shot in. Landon Voss has played this course, this hole, almost perfectly, I think. Beautiful putt, beautiful
Good
putt.
par.
Staying consistent with the par here. All right, let's bring it on to a score update. We get the tech guy here. All right, Landon Voss is at just under 1. He's 1 behind Matt, who remains at a minus or just under 2. Paul Blart is at an E. He's even. The guy from Moana, again, still a 1, and Barry Manilow +2. Things are heating up on this course. Let's bring you back down to the action. Now this was the tricky hole. This hole and hole 6 so far have been the trickiest of the tricky. If he makes his way into the water, you might as well consider this all lost. But if he keeps it on the fairway, he has a good chance of taking over the lead. All right, Landon's up for the shot. Looks like the wind's carrying that ball just a bit. Will it stay on the green? Oh, into the water. Devastating for Landon Voss. Devastating for Landon. Landon's really got to play this correctly now after that early setback. You see the determination in his stance. He and the ball are becoming one. You don't see that too often in golf, folks. You just don't. Looks like he will overshoot a bit, but the hill on the green will bring him back down. Another straight shot for the putt. Shooting downhill. And he's lining up for the putt here. And it just wasn't enough to carry it in. A rough hole for Landon. Rough hole for a lot of golfers on this tour today, as we're finding out. Double bogey, first one of the day, folks. That's okay. Landon is a professional. I think he will recover. His score does change to a +1, though. Will he bounce back? All right, next hole. The wind has shifted again to a northeasterly, so we are getting some assistance here. Beautiful shot by Landon. Really feeling the comeback on this hole. It's going to keep the 3-iron out here. That look of concentration on his face. Keeps it on the fairway. Will it be enough for him to knock it on over to the green here? It is going to be tough to get onto the green. Sand traps really make this, the sand traps here getting onto the green is really where the make or break. Professionals and the duds separate themselves. I think we're going to see that with Landon Voss here. The professional come out. And the bounce is just have not been in his favor today. He gets it into the sand. Not too deep though. A good chip really could set him up nicely here. Landon's really lining up this shot for perfection. A good chip onto the green. Just a little too much power, and we're back into the sand, it looks like. Respectable hit. We at least got on the green. Landon's got to be feeling at least a little bit confident after that. Shouldn't be too hard of a putt for him to make here. All right, Landon, it looks like he's lined up for the putt here. And he sinks the bird. All right, another bogey. Unfortunately, that is putting him further back from Matt. We're going to take a quick commercial break here and a word from our sponsor. Guys, again, Deer Park, the official brand of Wii Masters, okay? Last day of the tournament, everyone here will be going home with a free case of Deer Park water. All right, that concludes the front 9 of this course. We are moving to the back 9 here. Let's swing it back down onto the action. I think Landon is getting ready for his next shot. Oh, we got an interview. Producer saying we got an interview. Is it... Landon, can you hear us? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you. Yes.
So it looks like you've been falling a little bit back behind Matt here. How's that for your confidence?
I try not to pay too much attention to who's in front of me, who's behind me, especially who's in front of me. Just doesn't do well for any self-confidence whatsoever. Definitely not how I expected to come out of the front 9 today, but hoping to turn things around in the back 9.
It doesn't look like the last year's incident has really affected your play at all. I would say that you're making some incredible shots, with just some bad luck. The wind really hasn't been in your favor on some of these holes.
Well, you know, the wind is a little much. It started out, you know, fine, and then, you know, holes around, you know, holes 4 and 5 started picking up into the
Mhm.
double digits. And, you know, that last hole, as we all know, was about 18 miles per hour. Just
Yes.
unreal weather conditions out here. It's been really hard to counter every hole where the wind is just completely different. It's like playing in different parts of the world every hole. But, you know, you just try to hit him straight, try to get him on the green, try to get him in the hole. That's the whole point of this game, is getting him in the hole. And if you're not getting him in the hole, you're not going to win. And so we got to get him in the hole.
Well, that is what separates you guys from the amateurs. All right, guys. We're gonna let Landon reset here while we let all the other golfers shoot. Thank you all again, everyone in the crowd, for being here tonight. Today, it's daytime. Um, all right, it looks like Landon is ready to make his shot. If we bring it on back down to the field here, we're on hole number 10, over halfway through the last day, the Masters Wii Edition, brought to you by Deer Park Water. All right, looks like Landon is getting ready for a shot. He's got the one iron out again, the old reliable, as he likes to call it. I spoke to him earlier this morning. Very good shot, very good shot. Interesting choice. He's bringing out the 7 iron. Really hoping to get some height and distance on this chip. Can really see the concentration in his face, even for these warm-up shots that he takes. Oh, yeah, and it goes all the way. We're on the green. 2 shots in, we're already on the green.
On the green.
Landon's really got to be feeling confident now. He might have a chance here to catch up to Matt, who's still in the lead. All right, let's bring it down on for the putt. And he just misses. He comes a hair short. Landon's really feeling defeated after that. And we're in.
Good par.
Makes it a par. He's getting back to his consistency on the course. That's what he needs to have to catch up to Matt. He did go back down to over 2. Let's see if he can pick it up here on this hole. Hole 11. You know, I spoke with the I spoke with the grounds master, the groundskeeper earlier this morning, and he told me that the back nine really have some challenges that these golfers just did not face in the front 9 holes. Let's see if they can rise to the occasion. The wind's really working against Landon here. It carried that ball right into the sand. Another rough hole for Landon. Makes it onto the green. Respectable
That's
chip.
it.
Respectable chip. Straight shot to the hole. He looks like he's got some, it's going to be downhill, so he doesn't have to work against anything like that. But he is going to play it safe here, I think. And he needs to. And Landon's up for the shot. And he makes a very respectable putt. Par again will not help his score of +2, but he will not drop any further down. We're moving on to hole 12, the longest hole on this course, I'm being told by my producer. What's that? It is? Okay. Landon Voss Up for the shot. The wind has died down a little bit. It is blowing back in a southwest direction, south direction. So it doesn't look like he's gonna have to work against that the wind too much here. And he lines up for the shot. Beautiful as always. And he keeps it on the green. Keeps it on the green on the fairway. He's got to be feeling good after that one. He's got to be feeling good. Looks like the wind is starting to work a little bit against him here, but not as strong as in past on past holes. And we're into the rough, under a tree, out of bounds. That's got to sting for Landon here. That has got to sting. It's not what he needed here. Still on the fairway. Still on the fairway. Good hit. Good hit. The wind has not picked up. Landon really wants to take the lead here. He's going to have to account for some of these bad bounces he's been experiencing. And he gets it onto the green. And a good chip. So you can see the frustration in his face, though. It's not what he needed on here. All right. He's ready for the putt. And a good putt. A good putt. Another bogey, though, is not helping Landon score whatsoever. Unfortunately, does move down to over 3. We're moving on to hole 13. A little bit of history on this hole, actually. This is where Madonna and Walt Disney did first meet, I'm being told. So, a little fun fact about this golf course. All right, Landon is ready for a shot. Looks like he did account for the wind pretty correctly, but it did carry him over. And he's off into the water again. Get the diving suits out, ladies and gentlemen. We are going underwater. See how he does on the second attempt. And it looks like this is a much better hit. Kept it on the course this time. It's going to be a very long putt, though. Can Landon rise to the challenge here? Can he rise to the occasion? All right, he is ready to make the shot. The trademark Landon Voss stare. Will he go all the way? He will not, but a decent putt. Another double bogey for Landon Voss. All right, we're moving on to the next hole, but before we do, let's get a score update. Landon Voss over 5. Matt just pulling ahead, under 3. Paul Blart, Mall Cop trying to reclaim some fame, moves to under 1. That guy from Moana, +2, and Barry Manilow has moved down into tied for last with Landon Voss at a +5. All right, let's get back down to the field for the action. Landon's really got to make it up here. Will he have enough? There's only 4 holes left. Can he bring it back from the brink of defeat?
Nice shot.
Could we get the guy with the bullhorn off the field, please? It's screaming nice shot. I'm being told to relay that here. Please, these guys need absolute silence to concentrate. Chips it onto the fairway. This is the tough one. This is the tough one. All right, Landon lines up. Probably the toughest shot he's had to make all game. All weekend. And he's in the sand, but he's not on the beach. With any amount of luck here, Landon could chip it in. Let's see. And he overshoots. He set himself up here for another long putt. Can he rise to the occasion once again? Remain absolutely silent here while he makes the shot. Comes up short. Another bogey. Can see the frustration starting to set in for Landon as he moves to over 6, +6. As we're moving on to the most technical of the holes on this course. Landon Voss up for the shot. Absolutely zero wind on this shot. Can he capitalize on this? That's what he needed right there. That's what he needed. Yeah, you really like to see it. You really like to see it. He's bringing out the 8-iron here. Interesting choice for this. And another incredible shot. It looks like Landon is turning that frustration into some amazing golf playing. All he has to do is make this putt for the birdie. And incredible.
Great
You
birdie.
really see it paying off for Landon now. He really wants this title. The slow climb back up. Moves back to a +5. We're moving on to hole 16. This hole is brought to you by Taco Bell and their brand new Chicken Chalupa. Get one today, guys. Taco Bell. All right. A little side note about this hill. They actually designed this after they witnessed a lot of high school students how they sit at those science desks hunched over. Landon Voss with a respectable hit. He gets it on the fairway. He's got to be feeling confident after the amazing performance on the previous hole. He's got to be feeling this, right? This is playing into it. This is playing into it now. The wind is a factor again on this hole, unfortunately. Has not been Landon's strong suit. Okay, he's lining up a shot. And he just misses the hole. He just misses it, but he's on the green. He's on the green. Will Landon get the birdie here? I think he can. Some of the poor performances on the previous holes are really fueling this fire. Never seen a drive to win quite like this. Not in all of my 36 years of commentating golf events. He lines up the shot. And another birdie for Landon Voss. You really see it coming through here. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the comeback of the century. Although we may be running out of time as we move to hole 14. Landon moves back to a +4. You know, I've always asked myself how to play this one. The groundskeeper, I spoke to him this morning. He had no answers for this. They really didn't have any idea how to design this one, and it really shows. This has been a big tripping up point for a lot of people on this tour. Landon lines up the shot. Let's see what he does. Almost a perfect shot, almost a hole-in-one. Ladies and gentlemen, that's a world record. We've never seen that on this hole. He's got a chance here to really make up some ground on Barry Manilow. It all comes down to this putt. We could please ask everyone to keep it quiet while the golfers are putting. They need the utmost concentration here. And the perfect putt again by Landon Voss. Another birdie. 3 birdies in a row for Landon. This is incredible golf, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get a score update here. Brought to you by Deer Park Water. After 17 holes of golf, Matt is still firmly in the lead. Paul Blart, an even score. That guy from Moana, a +1. Barry Manilow, +3. And Landon Voss at a +4. Ladies and gentlemen, plus 3. My producer's in my ear. I'm so sorry about that. We move back down to the field for the last hole of this tournament this weekend. As you can see, you know, we're in the islands here. They really they went crazy on this hole. Let's see what Landon Voss can do. He gets it on the fairway. Landon really needs to land all these shots. All previous shooters managed to add 7 shots to their scores on this hole. No one could perform. Landon is the only one who's managed to make that shot the first time around. Let's see how he does on this one. Another consistent shot by Landon. He stays on the fairway. If Landon can manage to get this ball on the green in this shot, or close to it, he will be officially taking over the lead. It is incredible the comeback that we've witnessed today. And it's on the green. It's on the green. Landon Voss has got to be feeling good about
Nice
this.
on.
I don't know how they're getting to each part of this this hole, but all right, if Landon sinks this in 2 shots, he will be the 2021 Wii Masters Edition champion. He will get the coat and the complimentary case of Deer Park water. Ladies and gentlemen, if he sinks this here, you're looking at the 2021 champion. But he does have a little bit of wiggle room. He's come up short, but getting this hit will make him the champion. And an upset win, the feel-good story of the year. Landon Voss, after last year's meltdown on this exact hole in this exact tournament, has really fought and clawed his way back. And he's done it. He's done it.
Great par.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are looking at the 2021 Wii champion. Brought to you by Deer Park. We're gonna let him celebrate a little bit. We're gonna let him get it all out. Everybody, if you would like to get a little loud in the stands back there, please let him know. All right, it looks like Landon is ready for an interview. We're taking it back down onto the field. Landon, can you hear us?
This thing looks ridiculous. It reminds me. I don't know what you do. Hello? Hello?
Our 2021 champion. First of all, congratulations, Landon. In an upset, it really looked like Matt was going to take it there. How did you overcome those challenges on that last hole?
You know, Rico, if that's what your name is, I'm not really sure I caught your name down on the field, but I have a hunch that that's your name, Rico.
Yeah.
I don't know. I caught a glimpse of the graphics that you were showing on the television, and those, I don't know who gave you those, but those were not correct. Those are really tough course out here. No one, not even Matt, is shooting under par. But I was able to come back, you know, had a really tough few holes going into the back 9. And, you know, I was able to pull it together and birdie 3 of the last 4 holes.
It really looked like halfway through you were starting to falter, but you pulled through and you really capitalized on people's mistakes. And now you have the coat, you have the case of water, and you have the
Oh
cup.
man.
What are you doing after this? What's your
Oh
How
man,
you gonna celebrate?
I'm going back home to my wife and kids. You know, my wife unfortunately couldn't be here. She had a really important tennis practice with her tennis coach Brett. Of course, it's really important to get better at her hobbies that she really enjoys. She couldn't be here today, but I can't wait to get back to her. And my kids also couldn't be here. They're being watched by my wife's good friend Tyler, who's been a real rock for her whenever I've been training, competing. And I can't be home. He's been there for her every step of the way. I'm really grateful for him. He's watching the kids right now. I just can't wait to get back home to my family, man.
All right. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. 2021 Wii Masters Edition in the books. Landon is hopefully going back to his wife and kids. I hope that they were watching today. And for all of you that tuned in, a big thank you. We will now be returning to our regularly scheduled broadcast on ABC Family. So again, thank you all for tuning in, and that will do it for the 2021 Wii Masters Edition. Thank you all for being here. Is this thing off?